What's up, guys? It's Oz the Alchemist here. And for my first video, I wanted to, get into where my mind normally goes, where I, deal with anime, manga, or anything really in nerd culture. And I figured what better way to do that than give my top moments of each arc of the Hunter x Hunter 2011 anime. And, you know, let's get started. The first arc, the Hunter exam arc, my favorite part is probably a lot of your guys' favorite arc too, or part, is when Killua goes and snatches out Jonas the Dissector's heart. Now, why do I like that part? Is because I like assassin characters basically. So if you ever want to know what video games I play, Assassin's Creed is a major one. I played every single one. But yeah, I like assassin characters, and Killua being able to snatch out a grown man's heart, and not only snatching out his heart, but also doing it to the point where that man didn't even realize that it happened. That was crazy. So that was the episode I was like, yeah, I'm already in. Even though it was 9 episodes already, I just figured, something has to be coming, and that was the something. So there's that. And then we move on to the Zelda Family Arc. My favorite part was Canary fighting the bounty hunters, because one, shout out to Sagashi for not giving her the blackface lips and giving her an appropriate hairstyle. But no, it's just I like female characters, like when they're able to be competent and capable, and she beat the shit out of those grown ass men, and she was only 13. I don't know what the hell happens in Meteor City, but I don't ever want to go there to find out. Right along from there, we go to Tower of Heaven. Now, my favorite part of this is Hisoka versus Castro. Now, the reason that is because it's our first look at an actual nin battle. And even though we don't know it yet, it's our first introduction to bungee gum, which has the properties of both rubber and gum. So, Hisoka decides he's going to give up not one, but both of his arms to end this fight. And we already knew that something was off about Hisoka. We already knew that he was a violent sociopath, but this further solidified it. And from there on, I was like, okay, now I need to see what else Nin can do. And I was definitely hooked on the Nin aspect and learning about that from there on. And then we get to York New City. Now, I know everybody's favorite thing is Crollo conducting the, Requiem for Uvagan. But my favorite part is actually when Kurapika killed Uvagan. And not the fight itself, which, talks mainly about how Kurapika's character is evolving or devolving, and the fact that, revenge kind of leaves you hollow at the end of the day. But we're not going to get that deep. I want to talk about the fact that this man pulled up to the fight with a shovel, knowing he was going to catch a body. That is absolutely one of the coldest moments in all of anime history. I don't care what anybody says. Like, who else do you know has done that? Just pulled up to fight. Yeah, I know I'm going to kill you, so I got a shovel with me. Like, that's just cold. So going from there, we go to Greed Island. And I really don't get how you guys, a lot of people will say that it's their least favorite arc, considering that it's sandwiched between two great arcs. Like, this arc was pretty good, I believe, in my, opinion. But going into my favorite part of it, has nothing to do with the bomber. Actually, he is kind of like my least favorite villain. But it's Killua leaving Greed Island to go and get his hunter's license. Like, he pulled up to the hunter exam, knocked out everybody, took all of their badges, disqualified them, and then left. Like, that is so disrespectful. Like, that's just rude as hell. But that's why Killua is my favorite character, because he don't give a And from there, we go to the greatest arc, I believe, in all of Hunter x Hunter so far, because I have not gone into the manga, mainly because I don't really like the art. But I digress. We're going to talk about my favorite part, which is when Gon has to face Moral to show his progression and basically say that he's ready to be part of the team. Now, why is it my favorite part? It's because it shows how far gone has become. And the fact that nobody has noticed except for Killua. Because Gon really was about to kill this grown-ass man because he basically remembered what Pito did. And that's alarming because this is not the same Gon that we had originally. This is an entirely different beast now. Like, he didn't care if it was friend or foe. He got angry and he was finna let his anger loose, and that is terrifying. Everybody around him was like, yeah, they were terrified for him, and they were like, yeah, let's go. Like, really? This child was about to murder you, and you're just going to just say, okay, that's fine, let's go. Like, no. So yeah, I like it because it shows the implications of what was happening to Gon, and the fact that Killua was noticing it, and the fact that, like, yeah, this arc was dark, but it was only going to get darker from there. So, like, yeah, that definitely is my favorite part of the Chimera Ant arc. So, guys, with that being said, those were my favorite parts of each arc of Hunter x Hunter. This was Oz the Alchemist, and to y'all, stay golden.